Hello everyone, welcome to UberPit. My name is Connor, and today we are taking a look at Carmen Sandiego. So this is not going to be a sort of formal review. This is more of a dive into and play the game so that you guys can see how the game works and make your own opinions, just seeing how everything plays out. So I've already played through the tutorial and some of the first chapter to get a feel for the controls, get that boring stuff out of the way, and introducing this concept right here called the Acme Files. So this seems to be some sort of side mission type thing, and right off the bat, this game, it's a mobile game that has been ported to other consoles. So the stuff you're going to see here, it's going to be very mobile gaming-esque. Going right in here, the famous burial mask of Tutankhamun has been stolen from the Egyptian Museum in Egypt. This golden mask from 18th dynasty ancient Egypt was used for a burial of Tutankhamun in the Valley of the Kings. The burial of Tutankhamun is the centerpiece of a new exhibition opening in 5 days. We have to bury this case before then. So as you can see right there on the top, says days remaining, 5, and then the opposing agency, Vile, is they are the culprit, and you are going to figure out who and how they are involved. So I'm counting on you. Vile doesn't stand a chance. So the first thing I'd like to say, though, is regardless of gameplay and how things are going, I do love the presentation here. It looks nice, it has good interactive sound and engagement. As you can see, the menus, they have nice little clicks and beeps. So we're talking about Cairo, and let's go ahead. If I would think, someone, if they're stealing something, they might be at the market. So this is a kind of toned down version of the main campaign, which you'll see better art style. And we're kind of in this 16-bit pixel art going on here. And it says that this will take 4 hours. Well, again, we have 5 days, so we're gonna go to the market.
I heard.
So one thing is, it's not voice acted. So as you see, you hear those little quips and bops from people. They'll say, "Hey," or "What's up?" But you're not going to have full voice acting, and it is a read type game, which I felt was a little disappointing because it definitely feels more geared towards children. I think that this game, the level of difficulty in which you do things seems that it's better geared for children, which, granted, yes, children can read, but I think the age groups that this would have been good for, they would have benefited from having full voice acting to help the younger audience through. So there was someone bothering a group of us, and they said they wanted to swim in the Mediterranean.
On the right track.
So
now what?
There you go. That's a little bit of a thing. We can go ahead and we can leave the area and start asking other locals. And let's see if anyone has anything left. We just lost another hour by investigating a little further.
Also,
okay. They were never reluctant to get their hands dirty.
so that's who.
Interesting. Okay. So, based on that, let's go ahead and we'll check out the Nile River. Yeah, threw the fool overboard before they hit the water. Heard their dominant hand was more common one, so right-handed. Okay.
Who's this?
Oh, I just gotta tell you about where the thief is going. Call me at 555-8466 now.
Hello?
2662 is my number if you want to chat. I would have something on the thief
Now
too.
what?
Alright, well, let's go ahead and that one. Okay, he's actually just talking. Might have info. So we just wasted a little time there talking to him and didn't get any info on the other one. Interesting. That was my mistake there, because I kind of just blazed along. I thought the first one that we picked, or the first one that we heard, would have been on the left, and then the second one, but the numbers were swapped around there. So we heard that they're going to a place with stripes on its flag, and that they wanted to swim in the Mediterranean. So if we go to our world map, we can see, well, Berlin is not in the Mediterranean, so not going to go there. And then we can look at Istanbul, which, okay, that's getting closer, but obviously Barcelona, Mediterranean, and Barcelona there is in Spain with stripes on its flag. If we look at the other two, no stripes. There are stripes in Germany, so if you didn't get the Mediterranean hook, you may end up going to Germany and chasing a red herring. But we're going to go to Barcelona. And this really is how the main campaign plays too. You do control Carmen on the ground in some scenarios, and it's some quick-time events and just general walking about and speaking to pedestrians and looking for clues. But like I said, the clues, they are very much the only things that you can really interact with are things that are relevant to what you're doing. So Barcelona is the capital of the autonomous community of Catalonia and the province of Barcelona in northeastern Spain. An important cultural center renowned for its architecture, libraries, and art scene. So, again, educational. You get to learn things about the world. That's always what Carmen Sandiego's really been about. So, I would say, just based on the fact that they've been stealing art, you'd probably want to go to the art museum. Or, rather, museum pieces. Notable for a collection of Romanesque church paintings and Catalan art and design.
I saw.
Okay, they traveled to a destination with black in its flag.
Where to next?
Interesting. We're going to go and talk to more locals.
Also,
And I think one thing's nice, I'm currently playing with controller, as you can see by the prompts, but you can play with a keyboard and mouse, touchscreen, and various other controls. So, kind of pick your poison. Travel to a parliamentary republic.
so that's where.
Okay, I would say let's go ahead and check out La Rambla. 3-line pedestrian street with paving stones designed to look like ripples and numerous kiosks selling newspapers, souvenirs, flowers, and more. So some of the stuff is kind of just generic world building, not necessarily factoids. And I smashed up the stall, asked to get the details, but all I found was they were interested in buying dirndls and lederhosen, which sounds like Germany to me, because we had black in their flag, stripes. Let's go ahead and search for witnesses. Obviously we can go to Germany at this point. 2 hours fly by looking for this.
I heard.
Had a scar. Okay, so this might be relevant for later because
Who's this?
we do have the dossier. So if I press Y, we can actually look up by the information. So, no good catching a vile operative without the correct warrant. And you use the suspect clues discovered to narrow down the suspect list with the identikit. And when you think you found the right suspect, you issue a warrant so that they can be arrested. So, we can go ahead and we search subjects. We can go to, if we had their eye color, we can check that out. We do know that they are in fact right-handed, so we'll say yes to that filter. And then we will go over here. Let's see, this is their fears feature. So we know they have a scar on their face. So we have the hand, the scar, and they were never reluctant to get their hands dirty, so we know they are probably not afraid of germs. We don't know anything about small spaces, dentists, flights, and the dark. So we do know that germs are fine because they are not afraid. So we will apply these filters. This will show us. So now we're down to 2 options: Chiara Obscuro and Texas Tex Fraud. So we're not down to 1. That means we gotta look for more clues. So off we go. We know that they are looking for lederhosen. So we're gonna go to Berlin. And it's gonna take 5 hours. Off we go. And you could definitely see how these would be pretty decent in a mobile environment where it's kind of like pick up and go, close the app, come back type of deal. So, about Berlin is the German capital and largest of its cities by size and population, known for its high quality of living. A full third of the city's area is devoted to parks, gardens, forests, rivers, and canals. Alright, so they were looking for lederhosen, And, well, let's go ahead to the Hochschafhof, a complex of interconnected courtyards accessed through the arched entrance. It's a popular social space, whether it is day or night. And I think if they're grabbing Lederhosen, they might be doing so in the sense of joining in the parties. Or maybe they're just, going with the stereotype of people. Everyone in Germany just wears Lederhosen. They don't wear normal clothing. All right. They were leaving for a destination North America.
On the right track. Now
So they're
what?
running off. Let's see if we can get more details. Looking for someone. I did see them. They wanted to see Chichen Itza. Okay, that
On
helps
the right
us out.
track.
We're
What
talking about Americas. We're gonna go ahead and ask more. Okay, no help there. They're just trying to get some photos. Oh, here we go. They prefer open or spacious surroundings. Sounds like they are a little bit claustrophobic. Hey, they were speaking Spanish. Chichen Itza sounds like Mexico, so we will go to Mexico. Even though it's Mexico City specifically, it's Mexico. So the game does pick cities rather than general countries. Although you will hear them say something about just the country itself. Alright, sources indicate that the Vile Operative might be in this city. A coded message instructed the Vile Operative to meet their contact at the Colossal Head. And remember to get a warrant, otherwise Acme won't be able to do a proper arrest. Okay, so go back to our system here. I'm going to search suspects. We know that they are now potentially afraid of small spaces, aka claustrophobia. We will put that up to yes. We'll apply filters. And this should bring us down to 1, which is Chiara Obscuro. And we will issue a warrant. It says, do you want to issue a warrant? Yes. It'll take 2 hours for that warrant to process, but we now have the warrant. It is issued, so we go back. I don't say it will go to the Mexique, so... Ooh, back off or else file. Look for someone with hair like a raven. Okay, and if we go back to our... Here we go. Yep, she definitely has the hair of the raven. We'll just go ahead and knock up black hair. Apply filter. And obviously, warrant is issued. We don't need to reissue warrant. We're just looking for them in here. Investigate. Got 2 days, 5 hours left. Thanks for your help. Acme has apprehended Chiara Obscuro. So, it just sort of happens. There's no interaction. Once you have located the villain, they are caught just like this. Even in the main campaign, it does the same thing. So, there we go. They had the burial mask of Tutankhamun. They were just carrying it around the world with them. And there we go. We're giving it back to Cairo. That was one of the smaller missions. As you see, we got a few more points there for having time left over. So the more time you have left over, the more points you'll get. It is a points rush game of a sort.
Everything I need.
So you could play
Too easy.
scenarios over again to try to get a better score, if that is your jam. And look at this. Carmen fast tracks her way to Japan to find out which Vile Operative is being the theft of a next generation maglev train. So, alright. So, if you check this out, this is putting in campaign most files, the main. Acme files are the little ones that we just went through, and then there's the collection of things that we get through the campaign. We were unable to go into Sky High because we did not have enough points to play it. As you can see, this one is locked, and it is requiring us to be level 4. You can see complete previous chapter, be level 4. That's where you play the Acme files. We'll go ahead and jump right in and get a little taste of this, and you'll see it is mostly the same, but this does have a little bit more polish on the main campaign. So we're going to Tokyo.
Can you hear me, player?
There you go, you can see again, no voice acting, but you get little quips. Lovely global crime wave we've been having, huh, player? Player is the name of the hacker that is in the room. It is not she is not addressing you directly. Just let's clear that out. Files just got a lot busier than I'd like.
About?
Yeah, but if you want to beat them at their own game, and I know you do, there's one piece of loot I'd like to look for first. Because someone's swiped a state-of-the-art LO series train from Yamanashi's test track in Japan. They stole a whole train. You know, some of the things are a little interesting. I don't know how someone could take an entire train and get away with it without drawing attention, but they did. So the LO series maglev train holds the land speed record for rail vehicles. It's capable of making the journey from Tokyo to Nagoya in just 40 minutes.
Take a look at this.
First a jet, now a train. Looks like Vile is in the high-end vehicles market these days. Wonder why. So stealing a jet makes a little bit more sense. That was in the first chapter. They stole a Blackbird. That makes a bit more sense than stealing a whole train. But anyways, that's the way it is. We got 7 days to handle this. You can see it's kind of just like the Acme file.
On it.
We're gonna go in, head to Tokyo first. Always start the scene of the crime, right? And there we go. We are on our way.
Hey, Claire.
Same setup, just instead of being pixel art, it is in this stylized 3D art. And we're going to be looking for the train. Failing that, maybe Vile will have... Yeah, okay, at least they're addressing the fact that how do you steal an entire train in the first place. Yeah, so... I don't know, last time it didn't really have any answers for how they were just kind of sneaking around in a Blackbird, and now they're sneaking around with a train. I think the first place we should start is the train station, because it makes the most sense. So we'll go ahead and do that. Same format. Go to Vile and maglev train out of town. Wait, who's that over there? Let's go over this again, Small Fry. You were never at the exhibition center, and you did not see anyone steal nothing. Of course not. I've never seen a maglev before. Actually, what is it, even a train? What kind of station is this? He just suddenly had blunt force head trauma. Alright, go with someone your own size. Sandiego, you'll never catch me. Or catch up to me. Yeah. So, this is interesting. Is that the enforcer? Like, is that the one who stole it? We'll find out, I guess. Doors are about to close. Dash it after her. So we can choose right here. We can chase the enforcer down the aisles. We can climb onto the train's car rooftop, try to get ahead of the enforcer. You know what? Let's go the cool James Bond route. Reaches the roof, force the wind, almost knocks her off her feet. Alright. We could not be cool James Bond. That was the bad choice. Drops on all fours, pulls her way along the rooftop, entering the train through the next carriage door. Okay, so we're not fully drained out on that one.
So close.
Alright. Yep. Nothing. Alright. Banknote for 100 pounds with the message, silence the witnesses, crawl.
On the right track.
Okay.
I have
So,
everything I
yeah,
need.
your choices do have consequences, but we'll go ahead and go to Asakusa Markets. Sweets. Here you get a look of the free roam, necessarily, or instance, actual investigation point of the game. We should be able to walk around as Carmen here, so... Police radio is still on the fritz. Yeah, I had Radio HQ, now to get this new set of radios, you know, if my radio is working, which it is.
Hey, Red.
So, signal interference. To clear the sign, the Vile is using encrypted channel in the area. So this is how it played out in the first one too. You get told what's going on, so we know that there's some sort of encryption device. We have to go find the encryption device.
On it.
And if you find this force, I can tap into their call logs and see if there's been chatter on the train left. So we can walk over here, kind of investigate this radio. And there we go. It wasn't letting me do it for a second.
No.
And there you go. That'll be that. We're gonna walk around here. Let's see, they're playing a game. This will at least give us a map of the area. There's a misprint on the train schedules. The arrivals are way too close together. It's no typo, player. Japanese bullet trains are that fast. They can travel 200 miles per hour. So, just more, you know, educational stuff there. It's like, oh hey, trains aren't that quick, and it's like, no, they really are. I could watch people playing Go, it looks like.
Interesting.
Oh, that's shogi, actually. Sometimes something like this, they might get a little bit of a hint of what's going on, but this is just more educational, talking about the game of shogi and how you'll get a general idea of it. You're getting a little bit of a cultural education going through. So this definitely looks like our thing. We got the little telephone box, and we got a vial case in there. We're gonna go and open that up. Bingo! Looks like we found our transmitter player. Can you access Vial's radio channel from here?
Let's do this.
Yes, it's encrypted though, and you'll need to narrow down the bands using your signal tapper so that I can decode it. Got it. Let's see. Alright, so we've got this little bit of a mini game, and so the dials, one of them will get the actual frequency and one will get the amplitude. So you get them set up, you can do the offset, and you are just tuning in. So our left thumbstick is going to adjust that. Our right thumbstick is going to do that. And we kind of go this way, so maybe go like that. Looks like we offset the wrong way. Ooh, alright. It's a little jumpy when you get to that. I'm not sure how we're gonna arrange this. Get it a little bit more packed, I guess. There we go. There's no fine tuning with the D-pad, so you kind of gotta fumble it around a little bit. I'm in and out. Vial must have booted me from the system. Did you get access to any of those call logs, player?
Aha!
Barely, mostly static, but something about airlift. And this. Okay, so meet at... almost looks like it's saying something about Old Kingdom, but we will figure out.
So that's where...
Stealthy work, Red. This looks like violent intel we are looking for. Suspicious activity in the area. Do you want to keep looking? Yes, we will, because we messed up on the first point, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can get some, any info from the locals.
Hi!
Okay, no use there. What about this one? Okay. They just think you're a solicitor, not going to help you out. Alright, with the telephone company, did you happen to see anyone install new equipment at the electrical box there? Oh yeah, I think so. I didn't get a great look at them, but they had eyes like the sky blue ramen bowls we use. That's, you know, they give you a
Gotcha.
poetic sense. They're not just like, that person had blue eyes. So it's a little fun. I give them credit on the writing there. Okay, no more vial activity in the area. Let's go. As you can see, once you've done everything, the game tells you. It doesn't let you kind of waste time, which I like. But some people might think that's a little trivial. Because maybe you think that maybe you should go looking around. Or if there are other little elements to explore, well, it might be a bit of a bummer that you didn't get to see them. But we'll go ahead and open our intel pane. And it's telling me, even though we've done this twice, it's going to tell us again, interestingly enough. Alright, they had eyes like sky blue ramen bowls. So, we are going to search suspects. We're going to go over to blue eyes. We will say yes. We're going to apply the filter. And now you can see we're down to this selection. And we're not there yet, so we will back out. And we'll go to Ueno Park.
Copy, Red?
Perfect.
Okay, so getting into here, you can see then we're putting on the tracking goggles. This is going to be a little bit more of an interactive spot. You can see toggle the different vision modes on and off for anything suspicious. So we are gonna, let's see, change vision mode. We're looking at footprints here. We can click footprints. It must be recent, still completely
There's
intact.
something else.
Sole looks like it's from a heavy-duty boot. Yeah, what do you wear an ordinary stroll in the park? So the footprints, they're right there. If we go and we look, there looks to be something of interest out there. This is probably looking at radio signals or some sort. And then heat. We got people and such. Let's see if we can check that out. Oh, that's just a star. Alright, we're looking at something. And footprints must be recent, still intact. So we're going to be looking for someone with a heavy boot. I guess we can click forward, maybe. It's not letting us look around or anything beyond this, so I guess it's just a matter of scanning of the area. And it wants us to just look directly at these people. Here we go. Officers not talking to people. Black and green briefcase they were carrying, and then pow. So definitely a vile briefcase. We go back into this section. We can see that there is a V on the tree. Look through. Something of interest right there. Figurine doesn't look local. Maybe the vile operative dropped it? Could point us to the thief's next location. Found a small cat figurine wearing a gold amulet, which is typical of China.
So that's where.
Something that might help out that way. But it could be others. It's not really letting us take a look at that. It could almost be an Egyptian cat. Kind of looking at the necklace there. There's another V. Looks like we just collect those to get stars. Let's see what's going on there. Oh, another V right there. Looks like residue of cleaning products. So, nothing of actual interest. Another V.
No problem.
Oh, looks like we found our person. Spotted me yet. Listen to what they're... Anything slip. Follow them to a place where the noble bird stands proud.
So that's where.
Alright.
Too easy.
And that is the extent of what we're getting from Japan, it seems. And as you can see, that's kind of what we're looking at. Interactive puzzles that are basic interactions, as well as, like I said, there are quick times events in the other ones. There's nothing where it's dynamic, like you're not doing any full-on run-and-gun, first-person shooter, you're not doing platforming. It's very much geared around doing touch activities. You could tell it's geared for phone. I believe this kind of gives you the full idea of what you're seeing in this game. Obviously, there's more story to go through, as deep as you can see here, and a lot of facts and fun ideas going through. Like I said, it definitely looks nice. You've got good sound design going on. I like that you can actually hear when I'm interacting with stuff. I like the deduction going down to who you're going after and whittling down the options. It's pretty neat in that sense. It's not super difficult, but you know, not everything needs to be hard. And I don't know if I personally would be going deeper into this, but you know, maybe it's something that appeals to you. And I hope you enjoyed this look at Carmen Sandiego. And yeah, you can check it out on all sorts of different platforms. So thanks for joining. Leave your comments, what you thought below. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'm Connor. You're on UberCrit. See you later.